traders, today we're going to be looking at USDJPY. I believe you have a fantastic opportunity within USDJPY, and I would like to draw that to your attention. So that's going to be the theme of today. So make sure you watch this video all the way through to the end. And if you're familiar with my content and you find the content useful and you have not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification. So with that said, we're going to get straight into it. Welcome back, traders, guys. Welcome back to today's video on USDJPY. We're going to be picking up from where we left off. The theme of this video is swing trading technical analysis, as we are looking to maximize on profits. So with that said and done, we're just going to get straight into it. So the last time that I did any work on USDJPY is when I had all this stuff here going on, okay? Going off the analysis that I've done in regards to this low volume node area being highlighted, I basically pointed out opportunity to take longs to the upside. These are all the levels that we can see here in regards to what you could have done. If I'm wrong, by all means, go back and double check that video. Gonna be in the Forex playlist, right? So it's gonna be in there somewhere in my most recent video. So go in there and check it out. I believe, going off the analysis, my style of work, that I would have pointed out how you could have made some gains, and it looks like these are the gains, right? These are the gains. This is why you need to be subscribed. This is why you need the notification turned on, right? This is why you need these things done. So with that said and done, we're going to get rid of all of this stuff for now, and some of the things I'm actually going to keep on, especially the ones that I find relevant. So you're going to get rid of this low volume node right now, and we're going to get rid of these levels over here as well. We're going to get rid of these levels. Also going to get rid of all of this as well. Let's see if this channel makes sense. It kind of does, so you want to keep that in. Actually, no, let's get rid of this. Yeah, let's get rid of this one as well. Let's get rid of this one. The trend lines we want to keep, but I think I'm just gonna rejig them a bit. So we want to bring this trend line over here, and this trend line we want to bring over here. I think I'm going to make this one red, and we're going to make this one blue. So that's our buying trend line and our selling trend line. So we've got all that in there now. So we can see price is currently in the low value area. That's all of this in the low value area, right? And as it stands, it's just crossed above the value area high, which is currently sitting at, in case you don't have volume profile in your chart, 152.933. So price is currently sitting above that level right now. We can see that we have a channel forming up here, okay? So this is a nice little channel that is forming. If we go into a lower time frame, which I will do, I think it's best that I do that now actually. So let's go into the 3 hour, and that will give us a really good idea. So on the 3 hour, we can see that we have, okay, so I'll tell you what I'm looking at right here, and I'll leave it to you to decide what angle you want to look at this from. Okay, so from this angle, this is a range. Okay, this is a range, right? But however, what I'm basically seeing is I'm seeing something like this, a channel, right? So I'm seeing the channel here as well. So I'm seeing the channel in this area, and this channel actually just looks perfect. It looks like a perfect channel in my opinion. So let's just have a look to see what else we can see in this area that could be of benefit. Okay, so I would say this, looking at how this channel is looking right now, right, with what is going on in there, let's prepare ourselves for the possibility that price may break this trend line down here. Okay, let's just work off that possibility for now. So in terms of the trend line being broken at the moment, okay, I would look for this level right here to be taken out. So I would, the main one for me, so the main level that would need to be taken out for everything to kind of make sense would be this over here. And then for the retest, right, so let's just do it like this, right? So price breaks from this level where it is right now, okay, knocks out this support level right here, okay, this support level. Why is it a support? Because we have a little level over here, and then we have more levels over here, okay? So this is it's not a super strong support, but it's strong enough. We're looking at this on a 3 hour, right? And then what I will expect price to do is to do some form of a retest, either back to this level over here, okay, or possibly to this level up here, then maybe break down some more, okay? So that's how I would kind of picture price behavior right now. And how did I come by this level that I've just put in? How did I come by that? Basically, I'm using this area over here as a guide, so this resistance level, as a guide for a possible retest, and I'm using this support level over here as a possible guide for a retest as well. So 2 levels, either it comes here, then shoots all the way down, okay, and this whole thing here doesn't happen, or it does something like this, a minor little pullback, right? A minor little pullback, let's just say to around this level, which is where I'm highlighting these areas over here as the guide, right? In reference to this level right here. And then it shoots up, taps into this zone, and then comes back down again, okay? This is us entertaining the possibility of a pullback to the downside. Bearing in mind, we're on the 3 hours, so this whole move that I talked about, this is a good couple days, if not a week or 2 in the making, before we even get evidence to even support what I said is about to happen or not. So going off what we could work off today, and possibly tomorrow, right? Just going off that, let me get rid of all these levels for now. What I can see happening is, say for example for today, is we may get price coming to this zone right here, okay? So this is where we have some liquidity sitting right now, all right? So price could come into the zone, it may bounce from this level, so it could do something like this, where it comes down, taps into the zone, and then possibly shoots back up again. And this could be the move that we get today. Bearing in mind, there is no data. I just checked on FX Factory, and there is no data, so we can just expect market to do what market is going to do. That is the first scenario, providing this range holds, right? The second scenario, which is the channel that we're looking at right now, is that we get price close below this level right here. So we get price close below this level right here, which would be, yeah, let's just say just below. So price comes into the high value area of the volume profile. Let me make this color right here. So price comes into the high value area of the volume profile, taps in, and it may just stop there, or it may just continue its journey downwards. So second scenario will look something like this. Price comes down to say to about this level over here. So we possibly get a move like that today, right? Not saying this is absolutely going to happen. This is just hypothetical, right? Hypothetical. It comes up here for a retest, okay, only to continue its journey down to point of control, which is currently sitting at 147.849. Makes its way down to point of control, and then it could go even lower, okay? So there is more downside to price getting to that level, but on a short little hop, in terms of a short little trade, okay, I see this being more of a possibility than it not being a possibility. So these are the moves that I'll be looking for in USDJPY. This is what I think could happen. Will it happen? Only time will tell, right? The takeaways I want you to get from this video is that first off, we have 2 possible structures in market right now. The first is the channel, the second is the range, right? So it looks like price is flattening out at the top, right? Based off that, these are the 2 moves that I think could happen, which is a drop, then a push to the upside, or a really big drop, a push to the upside, and more push into the downside. So these are the scenarios, and main reason why I've done it in the way that I've done it is that we have a gap sitting in this area right here. So there is a gap in this area that market has to come back and fill it. And as we can see, this gap fits in nicely with where I believe price is going to go, all right? If you wanted to be even more precise than that with the gap, okay, we can actually move it up slightly higher to cover this low volume node area right here. So rather than just target that, we could just target just the low volume node area right here, okay? And the low volume node just sits just above point of control, just above point of control. So these are the moves that I think could happen, okay? Am I expecting these moves to take place all today? No. Am I expecting it all to take place tomorrow? No. This is more or less something that could happen between now and say at some point next week or the week after that, right? So with that said, make sure you check out the thumbs at the end of this video that you should be seeing now. So one of them will be on volume profile, and the other is going to be on the FX series that I've done. So that's going to be all the FX that I've looked into, USD, GBP, USD, and so on and so forth, right? And leave any feedback that you may have in regards to this analysis in the comment section. Secondly, if you found the video useful, right, you found the content beneficial, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like, especially if you found the video useful, right, because that helps with the growth of the channel. So with all of that said and done, I will see you all on the next one.